Let your spiritual journey be a journey to more authenticity and realness. For now, can you forget the desire to be more loving and caring? That will naturally come as you become more authentic. But if you're not working on your authenticity and you're not working on your realness, it's probably because your authenticity is triggering to you. Because when you're fully authentic, it will trigger other people. And if you're still avoiding offending other people, if you're still seeking approval from other people outside of yourself, then it's going to be very hard to be authentic and real. And this is why a lot of guys on the spiritual journey don't want to go into their authenticity and their realness, because they don't want to affect the people around them. They're still trying to keep everyone kind of regulated, right? Because in the speaking our truth, and we trigger others and we cause offense, that essentially other people being offended by what we say and do, that is them being dysregulated. So we're essentially trying to regulate everyone's nervous systems by being someone we're not, because that creates safety. And most of us men have that pattern, and it runs unconsciously, it runs pretty deep. There's no better way to face that shit, to face the uncomfortable feelings, and stepping out and speaking your truth and just allowing people to have their own opinion of it. Now, recording these videos have been a great way for me to face that, because when I first started recording them, I used to really think a lot about what people were thinking, and it really kind of held me back, and it caused a lot of emotional turmoil in me. Especially after posting the video, I would think about the people that might be watching it, and I would, like the shame would come up, and I would try and avoid it I would plan to take the video down sometimes because I didn't want people seeing it. But I didn't act on that. I didn't act on that desire. That was my conditioned mind trying to keep me safe by not having people think a certain way about me. I mean, all of it is just make-believe, really. None of it's real. Our minds are just conditioned to keep us safe. And if we're attached to the stories in our mind, then we'll do what the mind's telling us to do, which usually is to fit within a nice little box. Don't worry about being authentic. You don't need to worry about that. It's all about being safe and not getting judged, having people disapprove of us. And in that we lose our power. In that we create stress within our nervous system. Did you know that? Seeking approval is stressful to the nervous system. It puts us in a state of fight or flight. Okay, if you think about any time that you've sought approval and you've actually been a bit needy, check how you feel in those moments. Do you ever feel good? No, you can't feel good when you're seeking approval because you're in a stress state. The act of seeking approval is looking for safety, because you don't feel safe. And when we don't feel safe, we're in survival mode. When we're in survival mode, we're stressed. Okay? So literally every time you seek approval, you can only do it from the stress state of your nervous system. And if a big part of your character, if a lot of your time you spent seeking approval, it goes to show how much time you spent in a state of stress. And this is all stored in the body and unconscious mind from the moment we were born, right? We're kind of I wouldn't even just see it as like it's anything to do with you. It's nothing personal. It's how you dealt with emotions many years back. And now you're just carrying it as an adult. Really, the only way through is to go into it, to express it, to get it out. Breathwork's a really good way of doing this. Letting your voice be louder than maybe it is as a way of like opening up, letting people hear you, letting people see you. Don't hide. If you catch yourself hiding your truth about politics with your friends or your family, maybe it's time to start letting them know what you really think. Because the conditioned mind will tell you that you're probably wrong and they're right. Or it will tell you that you're bad for having the thoughts and the opinions that maybe you have if they're different to other people. especially the people, you know, that you surround yourself with. And guess what? They probably will too. If you're hanging around people that have stronger political opinions or beliefs, if you differ from theirs, they're going to think you're bad. They're going to think that you're wrong. They can't help it. They would think they were wrong if they had those thoughts. So it's not going to be any different if you have those thoughts. The only way, literally, the you that's authentic almost certainly can't keep the friends that you have in your authenticity. Excuse me. Because you're playing a character. The character that you're playing has created a bunch of friends who know you for this character. It's not who you are. Even in your authenticity, it's not really your true identity, but it's much closer. It's much, much closer. Now, don't fall into the trap of wanting to be overly authentic, but doing it to create offense and cause harm to others. That's not your true nature either. That's taking you off course into another direction. I don't recommend that. You want to just be able to speak your truth and say what you mean and do what you want to do. Do what you find exciting. And if people get offended by that, that's okay. You can let them have that. But you're gonna be you. You're gonna speak your truth. You're gonna say what you want. You're gonna do what you want. You're not gonna allow other people to stop you. That's how you have a good life. That's how you can really put yourself out there. It's gonna shift your energy. Being authentic, it's the spiritual journey. It truly is. Because it puts you in front of everything that's not the real you, that's not authentic. And then you can transmute that by allowing yourself to feel it. You feel the emotions of shame, of guilt. Oh, the guilt for being yourself, right? That's real in a lot of us too. So, yeah, excuse me, I've got a bit of a sore throat today. So yeah, feel how it feels to be authentic, to be the real you as you walk through life, to be able to speak your truth, not allow other people to hold you back. I mean, when you think about it, how crazy is it holding ourselves back in life because of fear of what other people might think? It's totally crazy, and it's something that when we're lying on our deathbed, if that's how we end our life, we're not going to give a fuck about that. We're going to just be so like wondering, why did I care so much? Why did I care? It's coming from a level of consciousness. When we're facing the end, these things don't matter. The reason they don't matter then is because we let it go. So that goes to show that we're just holding on. We're holding on to inauthenticity in order to maintain safety. It's as simple as that. Let go of your need to fit in. Let go of your need to be liked and approved of. Approve of yourself. Give yourself the love and safety that you're seeking from the world. You can use that as an affirmation. I am the love and safety that I seek from the world. Can you find that within? Go within, meditate, sit in awareness, understand that you are everything that you seek from the world. Thanks for watching.